Alright everybody, just gonna start out right here. Got the U-pole again. Just wiped the truck off, and then I went back through with the tack rag and tacked it all. Yeah. When it's primer, I don't get too carried away. I want to make sure that it's clean, number one, and then everything else kind of is whatever. Like when it comes to tack ragging, the primer, I don't get too crazy with it. We're gonna sand it. We're gonna do some stuff. The garage is not as clean as it probably should be, but it's primer. So we're gonna sand it. We're gonna do some stuff. I'm probably gonna have to prime it again. I doubt we're gonna get it done with this primer, although the truck is really clean. If we sand this thing out or block it out and looks really nice and clean, then yeah, then it's fine. We're not worried about it. But yeah, she's all cleaned up. She's sanded everywhere. She's prepped. I think we're ready to go. So got my trusty U-pole here again. 4-to-1 high build system. Love that stuff. You just go around and build it up, build it up, build it up. If you think you have a problem, hit it first, prime the rest of the truck, and then go back to it. Build it back up, build it back up. You can do it as many times as you need to. It is made to build up. So yeah, I love it. It's like shooting like a tiny little layer of body filler, if you can imagine it that way. That's basically what it is. So yeah, I think we're ready to roll. This will start mixing, just 4-to-1. So 4 parts of this, 1 part of the hardener, and that's it. I just got me a little cup here. 4-to-1, real easy. And then I do have, oh here it is. I just got some, this is some cheap lacquer from the paint store, economy lacquer, just to thin it down a little bit. Sometimes it just needs to be thinned down just a little bit, I feel, to really spray well to where you can kind of move with it and go. So I can't really tell you how much I'm going to put in there because I don't know yet. I'm just going to kind of go until it feels right, spraying right, and then I'll do that every time I mix it till that whole gallon is on the truck. So I'm going to put 1 whole gallon on it, then we'll block that, and then I have another gallon in the house staying warm, and then we will, if it blocks out and we need to prime it again, then sure thing, we'll go grab it, mix it up, and we'll throw it on there again. One thing that I really want to express, hope you guys can hear me. I got my fans on over here, and then I got my air compressor catching up. What I'm trying to talk about is we have 1 whole coat on this truck. I'll turn the camera around. We got a good coat on this truck. You guys see me go real slow. I loaded on there. My spray gun is all the way open on the fluid, and I'm hammering it on there. I'm hammering it on there. I want to get as much on there as possible. I really want to stress that. Now look how much I have on there. Like we went all the way around this truck, right? I want to show you guys. It's all the way around. We did the top, did the bed sides, tailgate's done. This side's done, hood's done. So this is one thing I really want to stress. Now I want to go show you how much we have in this gallon of primer. Okay, that's all we've used out of a gallon. Okay, and this was brand new, brand full, and it's probably down to right there, so I haven't used a whole lot of this thinner. And we got a lot of primer on there. Now, this is what I want to talk about. We do not stop here just because we have 1 coat on there. That's not where we're going to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put this entire gallon on this truck tonight. So if you see me, we're gonna go around it 1 or 2 more times. If I see any bad spots, I think there was a weird, hold on. I think I remember, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, right there, see it? I think there's a couple bad spots, maybe just a little gouge there. I'm gonna fill those up eventually by using the rest of that primer. Just all the way around. We're gonna keep putting coats around and around and around. It might take 2 or 3 times. Okay? Now, that might take 2 or 3 times around and around this truck. That's fine. Layer it up there, pile it on there, because tomorrow we're gonna sand it all off, mostly. We're probably gonna sand about 90% of this off, seriously. And the 10% that stays is gonna be where you want it to stay. It's gonna be in the low spots, in the little ripples. It's gonna be everywhere. And then we're gonna come back and we're probably gonna prime it again. We can spray some Windex on this thing tomorrow after we sand it and get it shiny again. And then we can really see where the problem area is. And there it is again, right there. The hood is looking really, really good. It's a little splotchy because I went both directions. I don't prime like I paint at all. Do not paint the way I prime. If you were to paint this truck the way I just primed this thing, you would have a mess and it wouldn't look good. Okay, it wouldn't look good. Especially if you're running a thinner paint or anything like that, you're gonna be in a world of trouble because you need it all uniform. You need to pick a direction, whether it's this way or this way, and stick with it. Over here you can see I went that way, and then right here I went this way. I'm just layering it on there. It's primer. I'm gonna sand it off, most of it. Not all of it, but I'm gonna sand most of it off. I'm probably gonna use a pretty gritty sandpaper, like a 220, maybe even a 120. And in some bad spots, I might even get down to an 80 again and really get this thing lined out and straight. That's just the name of the game. So that's what I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys about. Finally, my air compressor shut off. That thing is noisy, but yeah, so 29-gallon air compressor. I've known I needed to upgrade that thing for about 10 years. I've had it for about 10 years, but it just keeps running, it keeps working. I didn't intend on painting cars all the time. I used to just paint a truck every now and then and keep it for a year or two, then eventually sell it and then buy something else. When I flip cars, I don't paint them. I just try to flip them, get them running, working, driving, doing all the things I should, and then sell them. Back when I used to work and, you know, I had a full-time job all the time, I never painted cars to flip them. I painted cars for myself. So now that we're kind of painting cars and that's what we're doing, I definitely know I need to start upgrading some tools. And by tools, I mean air compressors and stuff like that. Another thing is, I have a little porch out there. I want a box to close that in. That way I can put all my tools, everything in there. Toolboxes, everything will go in there. Air compressor, knock that little room down, get us some more room in here. We are thinking about doing all that stuff. You know, you guys know everything costs money, and that's what it is, dude. Seriously. So, but yeah, that was another thing. A few people have asked me, well, why don't you buy, like, you know, more tools and this and that, and, you know, where's the plasma cutter? Guys, I'm out of room as it is. You know, I need to get these engines out there. I need to get everything that's in the shop out there. That way I have way more room in here, and then I can start having places for more tools. If I buy more tools like English wheels and big brakes and stuff that I want and I need, I have nowhere to put them. So that's kind of where my debacle is. Or do we rent a shop? I don't know if I really want to rent a shop right now. We're in Colorado. Everything is extremely, extremely expensive. So we haven't even thought about moving. That's probably not in the cards either, to be honest. And it's not something I really want to do right now. But we have talked about it, but it's probably not going to happen, let's be honest. So I just need to make what I have work better, basically. That's basically what I'm saying. I'm not complaining about what I have. Sometimes people get on here and are like, well, you're just complaining. I would love to have your garage. No, absolutely. I love this garage. I bought this house for this garage. My intent for this garage was it was only going to house my race car. My S10, I have a twin turbo S10 truck, and that was all I needed in here. had my little S10 race truck that would be in here, and that was it. I was good at that. Never thought I'd be working out of my home garage. So, yeah, we just need to upgrade what we have, I think, for right now. And then maybe eventually we'll get a shop. Not real worried about it, honestly. Although I would like a lift. If I could do anything or change anything about my program, it would be to have a 4-post lift where I could do cab corners and stuff like that and just stand there and do them very neatly, very quickly. And that is a goal. That is my goal in life. So I'm gonna get a lift at some point. Where am I gonna put it? I don't even care. I don't care if it's outside. But anyways, there's the truck. I'm gonna start priming some more. It's already dry enough. It ain't going nowhere. So, all right, guys, don't jump all over me. I'm gonna take my mask off for just a minute. I just kind of want to show the speed and literally how heavy I put this stuff on there, because I put it on there pretty heavy, and I just want you to see like what it kind of does. So we have that spot there. See how it's kind of rough? I'm just gonna narrow it down just a little bit. That's about where I painted at. So we got that spot there. We're gonna hammer this stuff on there. Okay, we'll just keep going. We'll just keep on going. This is hard to do. It's actually hard to do with one hand. I've never done this like this. I'm just gonna wet it all up. We're gonna get it all wet. We're gonna come back. Hit it again. See how it's starting to kind of go away there? That's what I'm talking about. That's the magic of this stuff. But you have to get it on there. So don't just go around the truck one time and be like, oh, I got some primer left over. I'll leave it right there. No. Let's get going. Let's get it on there. And then we'll block it all off. It's a lot of work. You know, a lot of guys say, can you paint my truck this weekend? Yeah, right. It ain't going to be this weekend, son. And if it is, it ain't going to be like this. So, yeah. So we'll just keep going. Just for a minute. Yeah, I'm wetting that up big time. I got everything coming out of my trigger. That is wide open. I got about 60 pounds to the gun. About 60 pounds to the gun. Got it narrowed down just a little bit. And you know what? We're gonna come right back. That's the magic of this stuff right here. It's really hard to run this stuff. I'll get it on there. Now, let's look for those problems. Now, once you block that and sand that smooth, I'm telling you what, Bob's your uncle right there, Bubba. That's gonna look good. I'm telling you. It's gonna hide all that. You know, it's not too thick where it's gonna chip or anything like that. It's just mils thick. You know what I mean? But it really helps float over some of those scratches and some of those problems. That's what high build primer is. That's why I love this product. And you can just keep going. Anyways, I'm gonna put my mask back on. There we go. Gotta learn how to film like this. That's hard. So I'm gonna put my mask back on. And I'm gonna finish this side. I already did the other side and the hood and the top. I just gotta finish this side. So tomorrow I can go right to 320 and we could paint it. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go back to 120, get it down, and if we have a bad spot that needs shaped, we'll go to 80, but I think we're just gonna block the truck with 120, reprime it again, then block it 400, maybe 500, 600, 320, whatever you want. We're gonna go 400 on this truck and then paint it. And that's it. So you kind of fast forward some steps. It's kind of like cheating, but it's kind of not. It's really just a good way to do it. It's a good deal. So I'm gonna put my mask back on. It's a little hazy in here. I just had my mask off just so I can talk to you guys, but yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me. It's only been a few minutes. Got the heater on now, my propane heater. Let it air out in here. Had the door wide open. Primer, I really don't care about getting too much dust in it. We're gonna sand it off and make a crap ton of dust tomorrow. So we're not worried about it. My beard looks gray, I ain't that old. I might be that old. But I think it's I'm pretty sure it's just the paint or the primer. So anyways, so yeah, let's have a little look-see. Oh heck yeah, what do you guys think right there, man? That's what you get. That's that entire gallon. That's that whole gallon on there now. And it still needs a little work, but she's looking pretty good. It's so funny, I've done so many of these trucks. I've done more square bodies than any other truck that I've ever done. Every one of them is just a little bit different. I don't know how that makes any sense, but you just look at, you know, some of the seams, how they come together, and just different dents. But some of the dents are like exactly in the same place, so that's kind of funny. It always makes me laugh. Right here we got a bit of a rough spot. Something really gouged into it right there. Not sure if that was me with 80 grit. I don't think so. That looks really, really rough, like way rougher than 80 grit. We'll get that fixed. I do have a little dent in the tailgate right about there that I need to fix. Probably see it. Yep. I'll be completely honest, I forgot about it. But this is only first primer, so we can. Where we repaired, that's looking really nice. Trying to get the light where you can kind of see the shine. That where we repaired, that's looking really good, and welded that back together. The whole truck is really looking pretty darn nice. So yeah, pretty happy with that. We got a little problem right there. Where we repaired right here is looking pretty good. Looks like we got a little, it's a little wet. Don't do that. We'll pretend that didn't happen.